Hello and welcome to today's book chat. So, I'm very excited to talk to you about today's book. It is All the Good Parts by Loretta Nyhan. And forgive me if I am pronouncing that name wrong, never heard it before. But yeah, so this book, I would say if this were still 2016, this would be my favorite book of 2016. And it would really give my favorite book of 2015 a run for its money, which happened to be Big Little Lies. Just say yes, 2015. Yeah, so I loved this book. When it started off, I was interested, but I wasn't totally enthralled. And as the book got deeper and deeper into the story, my interest grew and grew to enthrallment. And by the end, I I just felt delighted with it, and delighted in a way, not because it was straight delightful, but because it was so real, because it dealt with issues and people and characters that felt genuine. It was painful. It was frustrating. It was delicate. It was hilarious. It had me actually laughing out loud enough times that my husband asked what I was reading and wanted to know if it was a comedy. And I don't know that I would call this book a comedy, but it had those moments, and it had moments that made me cry and made me want to yell. Uh, it was just, again, I'm repeating myself, but it was real. It felt so real. And the character, Leona, she was annoying. She was immature. In the beginning, I felt like she was basically a teenager. She's a 39-year-old woman, pushing 40. But in the way she dressed, her mini skirts, her t-shirts that didn't fit right, the way she lived, the way she thought, she seemed like a young girl. And at first I was thinking, this is weird. Is it the author not really knowing the age of her character? But no, the author knew exactly what she was doing. And by the end, you saw the growth of this woman. You saw her coming into the person she was meant to be. And, 39 is a little old for your typical coming of age story, but who has to say that life needs to run on a schedule? Not me. Yeah, so the author put the character throughout the novel through this struggle and pushed her toward making her own discoveries about herself and about life, and just growing in a really natural and believable way. And it wasn't just the protagonist, the other characters were incredibly real, maybe even more so. And I wanted to hug some of them. I wanted to sit down and have a cup of hot cocoa with others. I can still see them all so vividly. Lord and I did an amazing job of really painting these characters and having them each be their own person, their individual. I won't say the name of who because I don't want to bias, but one character, I just wanted to hug him and tell him, like, it's going to be okay. And another character, I could have told her to mind her own business and back off. And yeah, but it was an engaging read, and it had so much of what I look for. It was really thoughtful. It dealt with complex, interesting, real issues that your sister could be dealing with, your mother, your best friend, you. And I really pushed to finish this book because I wanted to know what would happen. I wanted to see how it would end. And I was very pleased with the ending. The author could have, not that it was surprising, I guess it was that inevitable surprise. Um, but it felt right. Uh, I guessed how it was going to end in the big scheme of things, and I was very pleased that the other aspect of the ending, the author didn't push. She didn't go give in to the standard of wrapping everything up in a nice little bow, and she left things just kind of open, the way that life is often left. So yeah, again, All the Good Parts by Loretta Nyhan. There we go. Really fun cover too. Um, Check it out. And again, I told you like nothing about this story. I didn't tell you the themes or, the core plot or anything because I think it's good enough that you don't need to know. And sometimes it's just delightful to go into a book not knowing what you're getting. And so if you are the type of person who needs to know, head over to my website. You'll find links where you can find more information on the book, and then you can read the little blurb and get an idea of what's going on. But if you want to just trust me on this, And again, if you like the books I generally recommend, if you like something that's women's fiction, something that's thoughtful, that's something that has some heart, some comedy that you may have to grab the tissue book for, I think you'll enjoy it. So again, that's charlenecarr.com. Head on over. And as well as finding some more information about this book, you will get links to or an option to sign up for my mailing list and get links to download the first two books in my women's fiction series, which I hope you would enjoy as well. Have a wonderful day. Bye.